Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria held on Wednesday, 4th January 2012. And the title of our communique is "In Defense of the Nigerian People on Fuel Price Increases." The National Executive Councils of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress took place today, Wednesday, 4th January 2012. The NLC and TUC noted that the presidency or government announced the removal of petroleum subsidy and adjusted upward the pump price of petrol on 1st January 2012, even when it claimed it was consulting Nigerians. Due to this upward review of prices, the pump price for petrol is now selling for between 141 naira and 200 naira per litre nationwide, rather than 65 naira per litre. This prohibitive increase in price of PMS once again confirms the position of Labour that deregulation to this government means incessant price increase of a strategic product such as petrol that impact on cost of living, cost of production, and the general well-being of increasingly impoverished Nigerians. The immediate generalized negative impact of this price increase on transport costs, food, drugs, school fees, rents indicate that government is totally wrong to underestimate the impact assessment of the so-called deregulation policy. Due to the untoward hardship workers and other Nigerians are experiencing based on excessive increase in petrol prices, there have been sporadic protests by Nigerians in at least 10 cities. These protests, which are peaceful, have witnessed the use of unprecedented force by the police, leading to harassment, intimidation, arrests, and murder of a protester. There is a subsisting understanding between Congress and the federal government in 2009 that removal of subsidy will not commence until certain conditions have been met. And these conditions include the fixing of all refineries and building new ones, regular power supply and provision of other social infrastructure, such as railways and repairs of roads, as well as eliminating the corruption associated with supply and distribution of petroleum products in the downstream sector of the oil industry. After exhaustive deliberations and consultations with all sections of the populace, the NLC, TUC, and their pro-people allies demand that the government immediately reverses fuel prices to 65 naira. If the government fails to do so, they direct that indefinite general strikes, mass rallies, and street protests be held across the country with effect from Monday, the 9th of January 2012. From that Monday, 9th January 2012 date, all offices of oil production centers, air and seaports, fuel stations, markets, banks, amongst others, will be shut down indefinitely. We advise Nigerians to stockpile basic needs, especially food and water. We call on all Nigerians to participate actively in this movement to rescue our country. The emphasis is on peaceful protests, rallies, and strikes, while refusing to be intimidated. Labour calls on the police, armed forces, and other security agencies to reject orders that they turn their weapons on fellow Nigerians. We warn that anybody who does so will be individually brought to justice. The primary objective of this patriotic call and movement is to revert PMS prices to 65 naira, restore normalcy, and reclaim Nigeria for Nigerians. And no retreat to this, no surrender, and we remain forward ever. Thank you very much.